Mhm. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the exit of the Google swing trade that I talked about a couple days, 3 days ago. Um, if you want a more in-depth analysis of the trade, then you could watch the two Google videos prior. Um, they'll pop up on the screen now, but um, as a brief recap, like a 10-second recap, I entered here for calls around 192.50 with a 195 strike. I shouldn't have entered in this range. That's like a no-no for swing trading. I should have waited for it to either like fall here and see if it like rebounded off of that. Or even better, fall to the demand um, that I'd already had etched out. But anyway, I still ended up um, making a 141% gain because, as you can see, I was talking about the support zone, how the support zone was being held. It was a very, very strong support zone. So because it was so strong, that would mean to me that the breakout above that support zone at 198 would be aggressive. So we see it knocked on the support zone a few times. I guess maybe if I looked at it on the 4 hour, like I would have called it like a 4 time like knock on the support zone, like I entered it, exit, entered it, exit, entered it, exit, entered it 4 times. And then after that, like we know as well that the more times that you enter a support, I mean a supply, that's what I should have been saying this whole time. A supply or demand zone, the weaker it gets. So once we pass 198, to me it was just straight a run up from there. So I was just watching the 15-minute chart, nothing lower than that. 15, 10 minutes, okay. For my exit. For the swing trade, I exited literally at the very top of this peak here around 202.60. Because I didn't want to wait to go all the way up to the target. I was just like, I've gotten so lucky at the moment that it's even gone so far up so quickly. I might as well just like, who cares about 20 more cents? And that was actually the perfect place to exit. Because of course you can't really predict what's going to happen, but I ended up coming back down, a whole like $2. And then like regaining its last dollar with like a real like fight and price over the 15 minutes. So, um, I am honestly really proud of this trade because I was just waiting for it. Like I was really waiting for it. I did learn that I could have had a better entry. Like this to like here to here is not the same thing as here to here at all by far. Especially I could have had like a much lower strike, like 191 even for 202. It would have been but I'm really not tripping. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I also was in a day trade. Um, I didn't feel like I had the best entry. Like I probably like I entered it like around here. And I just once this candle came, I was like scared. And then it finally like we saw this candle overtake it. So I was like, once it passed like this bearish candle, I was like, all right, like I'm just gonna take it because I don't know if it's gonna keep coming down. And it was when it does come down, it's working against my gains and my swing. So I was just like, I would rather just rely on my swing. Um, honestly, if I wasn't scared here, honestly, this would have been like a better, and that's another thing that I was thinking. I was just like, I should have entered here. Like that would have been a much better entry, you know? But yeah, entering here and then boom, we continue. This would have been probably the area that I would have exited on my day. But the other thing with like having a day along with the swing is I think it would have scared me and would have made me feel like around here would be a good place for me to exit both of them. So I think that I'm kind of glad that I just didn't have the day like playing on my mental. Um, because that would have probably jeopardized my swing trade knowing myself. But yeah, this went really well. Um, and I'm excited for more similar trades that make this much sense. But now that I am done with this trade, I can clean up my my chart a bit because the supply run is now invalidated. This gap has been filled. The target has been hit. We broke above this. But this is a very like, now I can literally say like this 198 level is like a very, very strong resistance that we will see now if it turns into support, but it was a very strong resistance for sure. So yeah, until next time.